All right, welcome to the Why WordPress section of the How to Make a Living as a WordPress Developer course. So, why WordPress? Why did I decide to make an entire course based around one particular piece of software? Well, to go back just a little bit, so long gone are the days where all your content lived on individual HTML pages and you'd have to FTP to your site just to update a sentence. And, this is probably pretty obvious, but to be honest, some of you may not remember what I'll call the good old days of cowboy coding. Nowadays, there are many content management system options that make it very easy to manage the content on a website. And most websites are usually built for one of these CMSs as a theme or a skin. When I decided to stop living in HTML land and give a CMS a shot, I decided on WordPress. Now, WordPress is the most popular content management system in the world, and it's used by millions and millions of sites, both big and small. So let's dive a little bit deeper into why I choose WordPress over the alternatives. So what are the alternatives? You have things like HTML5, Drupal, and Joomla, just to name a very small few. There are many, many content management systems out there. So why WordPress? Well, to start, it's free. WordPress is open source. And what that means is that all of the code that makes up WordPress is completely free for anyone to use in any way that they would like. Now, it's really easy to kind of gloss over open source and free as a reason to choose WordPress, but really let's stop and think about this for a second. It cost me $0 in order to use this powerful CMS that really allows me to provide value to the clients that I am building sites for. It's pretty impressive that it's completely free and open for anyone to use and tweak in their own way. Some people have actually made businesses and profit off of using their own version of WordPress because WordPress is open and provides all the files to you. They've taken it, modified it, and now are charging in order for them to use their platform. So the fact that it's free and open source is a very big plus as why I choose WordPress. Now, the next one is plugins. So another thing that makes WordPress great is the option for managing nearly every type of website and that it can be customized with plugins. So what are plugins? Really, plugins are little packages of code that oftentimes will add new functionality to WordPress itself. So this means that you can go on the WordPress repository as well as some other things and you can get little snippets of code that you can add to WordPress very easily because they allow you to manage it within WordPress that allow you to do things like easily add a form to your website. You can manage an events calendar. I mean, you can literally create a full-blown store where you're selling, whether it's physical or digital products. You can do things like get help with your SEO, create a membership website, add a forum, do utilities like perform backups, and even apps that, or even plugins, that will turn your website into an app that can be downloaded through the App Store on iOS or on Android. So there are thousands, if not millions, of plugins that allow you to, in minutes, add some robust functionality to your website in order to accomplish something that if you were to build from scratch, you may have to hire someone to do, or if you have the ability and skill to do it yourself, could take you weeks or months to do. So like WordPress itself, there are thousands of free plugins available, but there's also a number of paid plugins as well that do a number of things. So continuing on, sorry haters, another reason that I choose WordPress is that it's crazy popular. Like, we're not just talking that it's like cool to use WordPress and all the cool kids are doing it, but literally 25% of the entire internet and the entire world is powered by WordPress. That is a staggering amount of WordPress sites. I mean, 25% of the entire internet, it's powered by WordPress. And this is a very, very good thing. Now, this is great news for you because with the crap ton of websites that use WordPress, it means there are a lot of people searching for you potentially that have experience specifically with WordPress. A big reason I'm able to make a living off of developing custom WordPress themes is because even those that are not technical know that they should use WordPress, or know that WordPress will make it easy for me to get this site up for my business. I just need some help having it built. So the fact that it is just stupid popular is a very good thing for anybody that has the skills to work within WordPress. And lastly, the secret weapon to why I use WordPress is the community. The community is awesome. It consists of users, designers, developers, writers, and so many different types of people. WordPress has a very dedicated and passionate community that helps make sure that the things stay up to date and secure. People are more than willing to share what they know, and that is why you can usually find a quick answer on how to do something in WordPress just by Googling it. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to do something as simple as, add a new field for a user for a bio or a title. Quick Google search, boom, I have the snippet of code I can add, and about a minute later, I'm up and running with new functionality that I didn't know how to do, again, just a minute ago. So there's so much information that you can tackle nearly every project that comes your way because people in the community are so willing to share the information that they, work on WordPress with, and share things like plugins and new functionality that WordPress doesn't come with out of the box. At the end of the day, I use WordPress for all of these reasons that we've gone over, but it really allows me to provide a great experience for the people that I work with. It gives me the ability to build a complete solution at a reasonable price since I'm not having to build everything from the ground up. And really, that's the sweet spot, is that WordPress gives me as the developer a great head start for building out new functionality or building functionality a lot quicker than if I had to sit down and start from scratch. And that in turn translates to a good experience and a good solution for the client without me having to charge for those hours of building something from the ground up. So there's a number of other reasons why WordPress is great and why I choose to specifically work with that, but these are just a couple to give you guys an idea of why I selected WordPress as my go-to platform and why I believe that WordPress allows me to again make a living as a full-time WordPress developer.